Today, I am working on a project that I have been working on for probably half a year. Part of my organization in the house is doing my pantry, finishing my pantry with my seasonings and labeling my seasonings. So I'm using my Cricut Joy to try and do my labels, and I've been playing with this thing. It's new for me. I've had it, but I haven't been practicing with it. A friend who just got into a home, and I'm going to go hang out with her today to see her home. Really happy for her. She's gone through a huge ordeal the last few years, getting divorced, moving here, trying to get back on her feet, and manage and take care of things herself and get out on her own. She's had a really rough time. So I'm gonna go hang out with her today, but my plan today, it's a nice rainy day. My plan was to work on this project today, and I said I would go to her house, and I said, okay, that's okay. I'll get started on this. That'll be fine, and then I could go to her house and hang out for a little bit. Anyway, guys, that's what I had planned to do today. It's a nice rainy day outside, and I plan to be in the house today and work on this project. And then she and I just decided to get together today. It's a rainy day, but I said, well, at least let me get started. But because I haven't been using this, and because I'm trying to learn it, it is taking me, like an hour and a half just to get set up and get it to the point. Because I made one print of the lettering and absolutely nothing printed. I can feel a little bit of something, but nothing printed because of my user error. But I'm printing it again, and now I can see that it actually is etching out. So I'm going to just print this out. I'm not going to bother trying to clean it out and dig out all the pieces that don't belong. As I told you before, in the lettering, like it cuts out the whole letter, like the letter O. It has the circle, so that filling piece needs to come out. Again, I think that's why before I could not get it to stick to my transfer paper correctly. I now have this light pad again so that I can see better how to pick those unnecessary pieces out. So I'm just going to print this out this morning. That's what I'm doing right now, and then I'm going to go to her place. Or maybe I have time to. No, I really won't. I'm gonna go over to her place and just hang out for a little bit, and then later on this evening, which will be a great project for me to come back home this evening, and I can start trying to put this on, because as you can see, I have all of my spice label jars up here, and I did some before with just like I printed it off on the computer, these clear labels, but that wipes off, when you're cleaning off the spice jars. That will come off. So I was like, okay, I have to find a better way it's done. I have to find a better way to label my jars, which now that I have the Cricut, and this is actually you better be telling me to, okay, current mode is complete. Okay, it looks like that did everything. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna let go. Okay, yeah, it did all of them. Great. And then let me just see if this will let me, yeah. And now I can see, oh, that's perfect. Now I can see the pieces that need to come out. So I'm going to just go ahead and cut this piece. Yeah, I can see that much better. Let's turn this over. You can see the lines. Way to go that. I'm gonna be careful because there's something funny going on with my thumb. Perfect. Okay, so now I have all of them, and they're a little bigger. The letters are bigger. Let me see, my biggest one. Oh yeah, that's gonna wrap all the way around the jar. I don't even know if that's gonna. No, okay. It won't go all the way around because If I put it closer to the bottom, which is about 3 inches around, it'll be fine. So I'll just put the labels closer to the bottom. And that way, even if it's a longer label. So these are all the spices and whatnot that I use, and I love to put them in this jar, and I have this tray in the drawer in the kitchen. So that's going to be perfect. I'm going to be able to do that when I get back today. But like I said, I'm trying to work on, I want to practice because I'm working on this other project. So when I come back later, I will actually, yeah, I'll let you see a little bit of me trying to pick out so you can see what that is if you don't have a Cricut. And I gotta put this stuff up. If you don't have a Cricut, and then you can just kind of see what I was talking about. And then when I finish the whole thing, I'll let you see what it looks like when I'm done and back in my drawer in the spice rack. So I'm gonna be excited if I do a good job on this. All right, guys. That's all I have, and I will see you a little bit later. And here are the spices. This is how that whole thing came out. So I was really pleased with the labels. Let's see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. And you can see their bottles I have. That's not focused. You can see the bottles that I have. They're still not... still have some that are empty, so I have to fill those. I haven't filled the empty bottles yet. And the salt, you can see, I should have done this in black because you can't see that. You can't see that. So I should have done that one in black. I think I'll make another one and just do salt in black because you couldn't see. But I think they came out very well. That's how the labels came out. I think they look really nice. And what I like about, I use the permanent vinyl. So with these, the permanent vinyl, they won't wash off when I clean the bottles and wipe them off. It won't come off. So that's the spices. And so here is the pantry. I did a little bit of reorganizing in here, but this is the pantry. As part of the, I was just doing the labels. So I just have some things over here, these cups. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those, my little coffee cups, coffee to go. Not sure what I'm going to do with those. Then I have like some dry goods in here. I just have some like flour, and I think I have those spice cake mixes in there. And these are my small appliances. I think I have my electric knife, my egg cooker, and can opener there. And then in this small appliance basket, I have my NutriBullet and the attachments for that. Up across the top, you can see I have like snacks up here. I have my tea server in the back, or beverage server in the back up there. And then I just had crackers, my little snacks you can see, and more snacks right here. And then just going back, these are all of my teas that I like. This little set it's one piece, and I like that it's like a top and bottom. Well, actually it's two pieces. There was one that was one piece, but I got the two piece. And so I have my teas here, and then I store additional teas there in the back. And then here are just a lot of my condiments. So you saw my haul where I got the buffalo sauce. And then I had this 10-pack of hot sauces. I got that from, where did I get that from? I got that from Tuesday Morning, and it's just like all different kinds. It's like, I've tried them, but it's like every last one of them is inferno. So I haven't been eating those too much. And then in the back, I just have extra of my olive oil, spray, ketchup, and then there's a sweet chili sauce that I'll use for my egg rolls. This is some jam, or it's jelly that I got from, I got this jelly from Tuesday Morning, I think. No, like Home Goods or someplace like that. And I did that one day with the little butter on my waffle instead of like syrup, and it was really good. But you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way for that. And then here are my containers where I keep my other dry goods. Like I have some black beans, my spaghetti, and then there's extra spaghettis. These are actually some vegetable spaghettis that I will definitely switch to. I get those at Pike's Place, and they're like vegan. I'll do those instead of the regular pasta. And then here is my waffle mix that I like to make my own waffle mix. So I mix that up and I keep that. So whenever I want one, I can just take that. I need to replenish this and fill that up again. Here's my sugar, my cornmeal, and then just a little fresh fish fry that I made up myself, my flour, and then beans. And over here in this corner is my oatmeal that I keep, that I like to eat. And then on this row, I have just a mix of things in here. I need to redo this because I actually have my box of salt in here, some other seasonings. This is a tea, like a turmeric tea. And then I have these that are real good. You can make salsa with these. This one is just the hot salsa. And then this one is the sriracha lime. And so I will mix this in my avocado, just this alone in my avocado. It's really good, but you can put it in cheese, cream cheese, sour cream, and make like a chip dip. You know, it's real good. And then just my vitamins, some extra seasonings that I did not or have not put in my jars that are in the kitchen that I showed you where I did the labels. But this is just some smoked paprika. And I buy that from... Where did I get this? I think Home Goods. You know, the stuff that you get at home, the goods. So just some additional seasoning there. Here's a few canned goods here. Just tomato-based products. And then I do have some soup, some cream of mushroom soup. My oils that I use. This is some of the olive oil that I bought from Greece when I was there. This is my last one. So since we're planning to go back in May, I'm planning to really stock up on this olive oil. Here are all of most of my baking goods. So like my flavors, I've got lemon, chocolate, peppermint, almond, vanilla. And then I've got this big thing of vanilla back there, but I have these on this turning dial. And in the back there I have ketchup and then some cheese sauce, 4 cheese sauce that I use for ravioli, which I'm gonna not do that anymore. I did that the other week and I realized, you know what, it's time to let that go. Here are some different additional condiments. Like I have my dressing. This is the dressing that I like to use. It's this Ken's balsamic vinaigrette. And I just love this. It's just so perfect. I just love it. And then I bought this apple butter from Tuesday morning. And then that's syrup. And then there's a strawberry syrup. I bought that from Tuesday morning. And then I have just one thing of barbecue sauce left. And this is a honey lemon chili that I think I can marinate or put it on chicken or as for salad dressing. And then I have a few more canned goods over here where I have some sardines and then chicken of the sea that I want to make chicken salad sometimes. Here's some of my whole grains, more whole grains, mostly all of my rice. So mostly brown rice, and then I do have some white rice somewhere back there. And then here are my seasoning packets. So I've got taco. This is a chili seasoning. And this I love. This right here is what I do on my barbecue. So it's pineapple espresso rub. So I'll do that when I do my grill meats. In addition, so here's just some plasticware. Here, I'm just keeping this in here. This is for my little robo cleaner sweeper and my food for my flowers. So whenever I buy the flowers, I like to do that at Costco, buy my flowers, and I always have some extra food packets. And then here are all the extra seasonings that I have, like the ones that I have in the drawer where I did the labels for them. These are the what I replenish from. So I'll come in here and get the bottle and then go and refill in the drawer so that it's right there by me and I don't have the big drawers and trying to make room for them in the cabinet. Just some more canned goods here and more canned goods here. This jalapenos. This is just some different vegetables like some baked beans, green beans, and then jalapenos. Yeah, I love jalapenos that much. And then here, I'm supposed to keep my paper plates in here. And actually, I do have paper plates in there and straws. This is not plastic. I actually have some more snacks. Like I keep my cashews in there right now. But it's not just cashews. I can put more things in there. That's just where I have it. And then this one is supposed to be paper. But I actually have just miscellaneous stuff. And I think I've got an onion in there and some miscellaneous stuff. So I need to relabel these and decide. I know that one needs to be a snack and that can stay paper plates, and just relabel these to what they're going to be. And then on the bottom I have like a big thing of Wesson oil down there, which I don't need, and I didn't want to throw it away, but I'm eventually going to get rid of it. But I would fill it up. I have a jar up here that I would refill. And then my foil there. And then I have some extra, like, there's my lunch bag, my apron, should be hung up so I can see it. And then some cranberry juice, and yeah, my it's cranberry Moscato that they had during the holidays. Yeah, it's really good. It's really like Kool-Aid. It's not anything. And then just my trash bags, vinegar, which I'm almost out of. I use it for cleaning. My Dawn. And then back in the corner, I have some of the Premier protein drinks, which I like to use for my shakes. And then just some more cookware that I put down on the bottom that I don't use all the time, like that 3-pot crock pot cooker, and then some of my cast iron skillets. All right, so that's what's there. And then when I go behind the door, this is what I've done for a while in my last house. My pantry was like really small. So I use this, I think it's like a shoe. It's a shoe keeper, store it for your shoe. But I use it for my bags, like to organize all of my different bags. So I've got my food saver storage unit, so all the different types of bags, I put that in there. I have my parchment paper that I use a lot because sometimes if I don't feel like using a plate, I have these trays that I got from IKEA. I'll just put parchment paper on the tray and I'll eat off of that. But lately, for a while I've been using my plates, but I do use these parchment paper on my tray. And this is my plastic wrap with the slider on there. Since I'm almost out, I have another one ready to go. But this is my plastic bags where I just keep all of my little Ziploc bags. Once I've used them, I just keep all of those in there. What else? Oh, the rolls I have the rolls for the food saver. I'll store those in there. This type of food saver bag up at the top, these are for using the little handheld vacuum seal, so I just put all of those there. And then this is my slow cooker liners, so like I'm using that this weekend for game day. So yeah, that is the pantry, and I have just kind of reorganized that to make a little bit more sense for me. So, and it looks better than it did before. So I'm pleased with that. I just need to redo my labels. That's all. So yeah, that's that, guys.